whenever you're ready, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Hi. How are you today?
Yeah.
Good.
Today, I'm in July 20th. I mean, that's day. It's,
So
yeah.
I just wanted to meet with you today regarding the property that I have from you, just right up the way.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded like you may be interested in maybe leasing the property. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So I just kind of wanted to go over maybe some of your interests. It might be some deal breakers for us to make a deal today.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So what were your interests in the property or on the land?
Sorry, you mean you just want to rent 1 year to use my property, right?
So you're looking to lease my property, right?
I'm going to lease your property. I would like to use some like like the hay fields of your lands, but I'm not I'm not very familiar with your opinions. But the document say that you want to lease my property with maybe $6,000 a year, right?
Okay, yeah. So I have a property up the way from your land that you already own.
Yeah.
And we were speaking the other day, and it sounded like you may be interested in leasing my property.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
So what were you thinking in terms of pricing for that?
Mm-hmm. So how many years you want to lease the property?
I would lease it to you for a year,
Okay, a year.
unless you were looking to do a longer lease. We can look into that as well. But I would be interested in doing maybe a year at a time,
Mm-hmm.
and then if you'd like to lease again, we can go over it again when the year comes up.
So after we finish after we finish the first year, we can do it next year if all things works well, right?
Okay.
Mm?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, I have 120 acres
Mm-hmm.
just right up the way. There's a lot of different stuff on the property.
Mm-hmm.
I do have some tomatoes and zucchini
Mm-hmm.
and some corn that I would be willing to just leave there if you were interested in it. Otherwise, I can clear that out.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that you originally had said $600 for a leasing price. It's just, unfortunately, that'd be too low of a price for me, just because it wouldn't even really cover the property taxes that I have to pay on a yearly
Yeah.
basis.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking closer to like a 10% of kind of my investment, which would be around like 6,000 a year.
6,000 a year. You
Mm-hmm.
can you will offer $6,000 to me a year for renting the property of mine.
Yeah, it would be for 120 acres of land. It would include all the hay fields,
Mm-hmm.
which you can utilize. And then there are some kind of hilly areas that you would have as well. Just
Mm-hmm.
up to you on how you'd like to utilize that. I know you have animals. I'd be open to allowing you to keep your animals on the property as well, as long as you knew you were responsible for any damage that could be
Mm-hmm.
come from the animals, or and then I would just like to have none of the timber cleared as well.
Yeah, it makes sense. But I also want to, I want to fence some of the high fields immediately because I want to use it, and it will cost a lot. It will cost almost $2,000 for the big job to fence the lands I want to lease. and I want to ask if you could let me to cut the cedar fence post on your lens, because this can reduce the cost dramatically. Do you agree with that?
Okay, how much did you want it to go down by?
Hmm. What do you mean with how much? Uh, I just want to, you know, two, I think 2 acres would yield 10 crores of the thinning hardwood, and I think I just need 2 acres in your wood lot. It's okay for me to afford the fees to fence the length I want to use. Mhm.
Okay, I would be okay with you fencing the
Mhm.
area. Are you still okay with the 6,000 price or?
Yeah, I'm okay. I agree with that.
Okay. Yeah, so you can put up fences. I wouldn't mind that as long as
Mhm.
I'm more concerned about the animals. I don't mind the animals being on the property at all. I just am
Okay.
concerned about damage.
Mhm.
So if you're okay with the 6,000 price,
Mhm.
you can do fencing and um you can keep your animals on there as well. I just want to kind of put in the lease that you would be responsible for any damage that would come from the animals or no timber being cleared or anything like that.
Okay, I will promise if any damage is made by my animals, I will pay some money to you, because if it really caused some troubles to you. Mhm.
Okay, sounds good. Is there anything else that you were wanted to discuss?
Mhm. Uh, I think one thing you did not answer me is about the question. I want to I want to cut some feeder fence post on your lens. Can you accept this suggestion?
You
Or
want to, I'm sorry, you want to put fencing on the land, right?
uh, I want to use some special woods or trees in your wood lot. I mean the cedar. Do you know about that?
The You want to use the trees?
Some special trees, I think they are, how to spell it? It's sorry, it's, I mean how to use the cedar fence. Cedar, do you know it? It may be CIDER. It may be a expensive trees in your in your lens. I'm not very familiar with it.
Okay. So I do have some like sugar maple trees
Mm-hmm.
that I was actually going to cut down
Mm-hmm.
just to create some more space because they're getting really big on the land. So I was going to cut those down and remove those before leasing it.
Okay, so you agree me to have the right to cut some of the woods in your lands, right? So I can use this woods to fence my lands for my animals, and so, right?
You can use some trees, but I would be cutting down the sugar maple trees.
Okay, and if I need to pay some money to get the right to cut some trees in your lands on your lands,
Okay. Yeah, how many were you looking to cut down?
uh, I need 2 acres on your wood lot. I think just these lengths are okay.
Okay.
Mm,
You can if you're okay with me cutting down the sugar maple trees,
okay,
I would be open to allowing you to use 2 acres of other trees on the property as well, so you can use that to fence your um to make your fencing.
okay. That works for me.
Okay. And then did you have any other things you were maybe concerned about at all?
I think until now everything goes well.
Okay, so everything's okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
should we repeat the negotiation, or what the final interests we both have of the final goals we finally make?
Yeah, so from my understanding so far, I think we've agreed on
Mm,
doing a $6,000 lease for
mm,
120 acres. And then I would cut down the maple trees and remove those from the land before
mm,
leasing it. And
yeah,
then you would be able to use 2 acres of
yeah,
property or land
mm-hmm,
to create your fencing.
mm-hmm,
And then I would be open to allowing you to have animals on the property as long as you kind of understood that you would be responsible for any damage that was caused by those
mm-hmm.
animals, and there would be no timber taken
Right.
from the land either, right?
Yeah, and I want to add some other information that I want that we can sign a contract for the next year, before the first year's contract finished, because the because the cost of fencing the lands is a little expensive. So I want to sign the contract of the sign the contract of leasing the lands of you before the for instance before the last month of the first year. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that would be fine as well.
So okay.
Okay, cool. So I will go ahead and I did contact my lawyer,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of for her to create a lease for us. So
Mm-hmm.
as soon as she gets that finished, I'll let her know what we agreed upon today.
Okay.
And I will send you over the lease so you can sign it and we can get that all taken care of.
Okay. Thank you very much. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we are done.
Cool, I think it's still recording.
Okay, thank you very much again.
Did you press stop video?
Sorry.
Did you press stop video
Mm-hmm. And it's so late.
or end
It's,
recording?
yeah.
Because it still shows me that it's recording still.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I will stop it and I will send a link to you once I upload it to the YouTube. Okay.
Oh, okay, sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.